Bobby Bones Show now.
Rob Thomas.
Rob, let me say I'm a massive fan, and I believe this is the first time that you and I have ever spoken, so I will lead being a complete super fan and just go, you're the best. You're the best.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. That's very nice of you to say. I'm glad you got my script.
Yes. I did want to ask, because I've been a fan for such a long time, and whenever you put out new music, you know, I'm always drawn to it. But I did see when you put out the Christmas record, that song that you and Brad Paisley did together. How did this collaboration come with you and Brad?
Well, everything on the record. So like, you know, we were still pretty much in lockdown the whole time we were making this over the summer. And so, you know, when I wanted to get friends to come in, I had to literally just reach out into my phone book and have people that I knew. You know, I didn't have it was going to be too hard to get, you know, my people to call their people and try and get, you know, the label to reach out to management and all that stuff. So I wrote a country song that, you know, it was a country banger that, and the way that Brad plays guitar, the way that he sings, it was kind of a no-brainer. Like, I just was hoping, I went through it like Manifest Destiny. Like I went through it like, oh, I'm telling myself and my wife, like, oh yeah, this is the song I'm doing with Brad Paisley. And she's like, have you called him yet? I'm like, no, but I'm sure he's going to do it. And then he did it. I just attribute it to the fact that he really didn't have a lot to do either. And he was kind of in lockdown and bored. So I lucked out with the timing.
You guys are playing it at the Rockefeller Center tree lighting on NBC December 1st. Is it nerve-wracking to play a song on a national stage that you haven't done 500 times?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's an excitement level there, and especially because, you know, it's not like we haven't been on the road, right? So we haven't been out. Like the first time I played in a year and a half was me and Carlos in Central Park, right? And there's like 40,000 people, but it was like 2 songs. So you come out, you get really, really hyped up, and then it's over. And that's the same kind of thing when you do these TV shows. Like you're kind of hyped up, and the whole day you're there, you're on set, you're doing the rehearsals and the sound checks and the run-throughs, and then it's time. And then 2 minutes later and it's over. And then they're moving on to, you know, I don't know, the news of the day.
Whenever you talk about these performances and it's over, like, I think I saw you're doing the Thanksgiving parade too. Do you actually sing, or do you have to lip sync because it's a moving float?
You have, so I found out this whole thing. So everybody lip syncs, right? Nobody gets to play, no band, no singing. It has to be, because they're not rigged up right at all. But then I was curious. I've always wondered what happens, you know, like, because they kind of move to that spot and they perform, and then the parade moves on and somebody else moves in that spot. So I always wondered, like, what the hell do they do the rest of the time, right? So the rest of the time, apparently, it's just like a regular parade, and like Christmas music comes from my Hallmark Channel float while I wave to people, just like a normal parade.
Rob Thomas is on with us. One of my favorite albums, Yourself or Someone Like You, just turned 25 years old. I mean, do you look back at that and go, that was yesterday, or does it feel like just an eternity ago?
I think, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I think like my wife and I have been together 22 years, and simultaneously it feels like I don't remember a time before it, and it feels like it was yesterday. I'll like kind of all at the same time.
When I first started in radio and I was a teenager, we would play Back to Good, and that was my bathroom song because it was 5 minutes long and I could run to the bathroom while that song played.
That was that's so telling, Bobby, too, because it's, you know, the fact that you're talking about you know, on the radio and you can play a 5-minute song.
Rob Thomas is on with us, and we're talking about Macy's Wish List Wednesday. And so there are a couple things here. First, I want to know, before we talk about the actual items that we're going to talk about, what are your holiday plans?
You know, I mean, I've been celebrating Christmas since June, because I've been here making this Christmas record and getting everything built up and ready. So I'm really looking forward, I think, to, you know, I live here in Westchester, New York, so I'm just waiting for it to get nice and crisp. And, you know, like for us, it starts right after Macy's parade. Like as soon as Santa goes past Macy's, Christmas begins. And for us, it's all about just, you know, being home and enjoying it.
It's Macy's Wish List Wednesday, where we've curated a wish list featuring the hottest gifts this year. For example, there are gifts under $20 during Black Friday and Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
That was so weird. At first, I thought it was Macy Gray's wish list, and I was like, "That's
that would be
odd."
a different one. Yeah,
yeah. I thought she just wanted like a big puffy coat. Like, I'm not sure.
There's $4.99 Levi's t-shirts. There's an $11.99 drone, which that drone seems like it would be easy to buy, because if you lost it in a tree, it wouldn't be that much. It wouldn't be that painful. If you lost an expensive drone.
I think the $11.99 drone is the preferred drone for spying on your neighbors, because, you know, like you could fly it right over there and then immediately just get out and run away from it and just disavow any knowledge of knowing anything about the drone. I could get 4 of them.
You guys can check out Macy's.com/wishlist. You guys can check out Macy's.com/wishlist to build your own wish list for all your gifting needs. And once you have made your list, go to Macy's.com/believe to write a letter to Santa, because for every letter submitted to Santa online, Macy's donates $1 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which helps to grant wishes to kids who are fighting critical illnesses. And be sure to tune in to another epic Macy's Thanksgiving parade tomorrow. Rob will be there. Rob, are you guys going back on the road with Matchbox 20 next year?
That's the plan. Yeah. Big summer tour.
What's the biggest song people sing to, like when you look back at that whole project?
It's I feel like our Born to Run moment is like we can't. I don't think we're allowed to leave without playing Push. I kind of feel like that's the one. Like we have to make sure that no matter what, we play that song.
Rob Thomas, great artist, one of the biggest bands from my lifetime, and now he'll be lip syncing and waving during the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Watch it. I've been working on it. If you can see me on the monitor, I'm working on my wave.
Pretty good. Needs a little work, but it's pretty good. You're getting there. All right, Rob Thomas, everybody. Rob, thank you, buddy. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate it.
This is a Bobby Bones Show.